The votes for Zohran are going to come after 9. We are going to the watch party, the election party, Zohran's election parparty, right now. What's up, my man? I'm doing all right. How about yourself? Did you vote in the election today?
I'm actually from New Jersey.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, it's too unaffordable, huh?
Yeah.
That's why. It's just impossible to live in this goddamn city.
Yes.
I see you.
Very expensive.
All right, we're here. Let's go see where we can find Ryan Grimm.
Okay.
All right, we're here at the Zohran election watch party. It's a massive space, massive venue, and so far, I mean, it's entirely comprised of the media, members of the media. We kind of snuck in a little bit, but.
What are you feeling today? There's reports that there's been record turnout in this mayoral race. This mayoral race is getting international attention. We see streamers from around the world. We see international media here, local media here. What's your thoughts?
I mean, I'm very hopeful. I'm very excited. I'm very nervous. I've been burned before, but it's impossible not to feel a sense of hope for a better tomorrow for the first time in a long time, especially with the way things are going with the Trump administration. I do hope that New Yorkers do the right thing and they voted for Zohran Mamdani for an affordability campaign, for a New York that people can't afford to live in.
You say you're hoping for a 55% victory tonight?
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm saying fingers crossed, inshallah.
If he doesn't reach that level, do you think does he not have the mandate that you wish he would have?
Oh no, this was a major contest. This was a major contest. Hundreds of millions of dollars dumped, so many hurdles that Zohran had to overcome. So I'm hoping for that, but that doesn't actually spell whether or not he has a popular mandate. I think what shows that he has the people's wishes is that in spite of all of the odds, he came from a lesser known candidate background to defeating a dynastic name in New York politics in Andrew Cuomo in the primaries, and then still had to continue fighting in a crowded field with the President of the United States of America entering the fray, and even potentially talking about removing funds illegally from New York that were previously allocated. A lot of very wealthy and very powerful people are terrified, I think. And it's really interesting because what Zohran Mamdani has represented as an outsider's perspective is a guy who's putting working class people first in his campaign. And the very fact that that is so terrifying that you have the likes of Stephen Miller, Donald Trump, Bill Ackman, Elon Musk, numerous billionaires in the United States of America, this scared, this worried is really interesting to me. It's like, why are you so antagonistic to offering people some modest change, a crumb of affordability, a modest expansion of already existing social safety nets? Why is this so hard to fathom for so many wealthy people? And I think it's because they want to destroy hope. They want to destroy hope within the working class that a better tomorrow is possible, because they do worry. And I think some members in the media as well play a formative role in this process to make sure that people are fearful that if the working class is united, they might be able to advocate for their own best interests.
Could you talk a little bit about what Zohran's victory would mean for the pro-Palestinian movement from your perspective?
I think that the pro-Palestinian position was a third rail, an untouchable part of American politics for far too long. And I think that's another reason why a lot of people feel threatened, even though Zohran Mamdani advocated at the time boldly for the majority position. This was already, the position that he advances is the majority position that many Americans and the overwhelming majority of Democrats also agree with. And yet, for some weird reason, we don't see that in Washington, D.C. And I always ask myself, why? I talk to politicians all the time. I say, what's going on? I mean, the overwhelming majority of your base of support are very clearly recognizing right from wrong in terms of our seemingly unconditional loyalty to the state of Israel, a foreign nation that demands billions and billions of dollars in weapons transfers, and then also ends up interfering in our domestic affairs as well, in terms of anti-BDS legislation that they advance in 38 different states in the United States of America right now. I mean, this is a direct violation of the First Amendment, and for some weird reason, this is like a not ever discussed. And for the first time ever, a lot of Americans did actually realize that this was a significant problem for them, so much so that I think they rewarded a politician that came out and said, I want to be a mayor of New York. I don't need to go to Israel to be the mayor of New York. And I saw so many apolitical people, so many people that are completely checked out of the political process, turn around and say, yeah, actually, that is very cool that he said that. Why are we asking the New York mayor whether or not he'll go to Tel Aviv or visit Tel Aviv? It's a ridiculous question.
What do you think this means for the Democratic Party? Are you excited by it?
Yes, I am, but we shall see. I don't know. We're about to find out what happens in a little bit.
Polls just closed.
The election, okay, polls are just now closed, so we're about to find out very shortly on whether or not there is some glimmer of hope for the future of American politics, or if we're entirely cooked. I think a lot of people, yourselves included in the media, because you're also of working class background, probably realize that things are not going too great for the average person. The affordability crisis has not been solved at all, in spite of the fact that Donald Trump ran on solving the affordability crisis and seemingly has done nothing. As a matter of fact, has made things worse with the tariff strategies that are indecipherable. So when you see a lack of pushback from institutional Democrats, from establishment Democrats, and you demand more from your politicians, and then you see a dynamic young candidate like Zohran Mamdani who places workers first at the center of his campaigning, I mean, it's impossible not to feel a sense of hope. And it's actually mind-boggling that they have the audacity to still turn around and act as though, oh, they did? Oh my God.
So you just called it.
Quick reaction. It's fucking awesome. I don't know what to say. Holy shit. It's great. I feel awesome. I don't know. I mean, did it actually happen? I don't know. Ecstatic. What do I want to do? I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. I feel amazing. I just a burden has been lifted off my shoulders. I no longer have to prove that this kind of politics works. I can just point the fucking Zohran. That's how I feel. Whenever Democrats come to me and they say, oh, let's do an autopsy of why this election turned south, why that election turned south, why did the Democrats keep losing? I can just go, that's why.
I could just ask one more question. How do you think
sure.
This will impact America at large, like this victory? How will it change?
I think the battle has just begun. It's going to be a very difficult. There are very difficult years ahead in terms of getting even the most modest social democratic reforms in this country. And I do think that the administration, the Trump administration, is going to do everything it can to oppose whatever initiative, no matter how helpful it is to the working class in general, every step of the way. But hopefully, there will be a change in the positive direction.
Right. What do you think you did right just to reach young voters?
That's me. Look at that. What's up?
What did he do right in terms of reaching young voters, Zohran?
It's not just young voters. He reached old voters too. He reached the aunties. He reached the unks. He centered their problems at the heart of his campaign. It's just something that, unfortunately, is not as common as you would assume it is, you know, and especially American politics. It's not common. It's ridiculous.
Thank you.
All right, no problem.
Hi, Lee Taylor, Vanity Fair. Question
Hey,
for you.
what's going on?
Decision Desk called
What?
Mamdani is the winner.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
What's going
Adam
on?
Green, good to see you again.
Yeah, nice to see you again.
We met with Tank way back in the day.
Yeah. Let me do this real quick.
I said, Decision Desk just called Mamdani the winner. How are you feeling?
I feel like a big burden has been lifted off my shoulders. Maybe I was a little worried that the 9/11 stuff was sticking, you know? No, I'm kidding. I didn't care about that at all. I don't think that was actually a serious or sincere line of attack. I think it was a failure that demonstrated how how extremely online a lot of advisors to Andrew Cuomo were. But the reason why I feel a sense of, the reason why I feel like a burden has been lifted off my shoulders is because now it's going to be much easier to show in a positive way the same method that I have been advocating for years and years, talking to Democrats all the time about like why people lose. Now I can just point to Zohran and say, you got to do that. Because these politicians do respond to electoral victories. And I think Zohran's was a hard-earned electoral victory.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Wait, hold on. Let me say what up to this dude right here.
I mean, we gotta celebrate.
What's up, man? How you doing? Hey, good to see you as well.
I got finally the
What's up?
flash.
Hasan, nice to meet you.
Dude, how are we feeling? It's a perfect moment right now.
I don't know how to like even interpret what has taken place.
127.
But I guess they called it already, right?
We're working it right now. It's early, but it's like in the bag right now. It's what, 40%? Not bad.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
I wish it was a little bit more suspenseful, but this is...
No. I don't want any suspense. I want zero suspense. This is exactly what I want to blow out.
And then we just party.
I want Andrew Cuomo to shut the fuck up and never do politics ever again.
Yeah.
And I want, oh my God, Bill A. Paxman.
What do you think is going to happen next, though? Do you think it's going to be like the next 4 years, like hammering him, like Fox News, all the
Yes,
press?
they're going to nonstop fucking hit him.
Yeah.
They're going to nonstop hit his ass.
Yeah.
But hey, we'll be there.
It's going to be under
Our
attack.
community will fucking be there every step of the way. And that is an invite to all the Democrats. If you actually put working class people and working class politics at the center of your campaign, and you want to advance an agenda that is overall good for the working class, I will be there with you. I will door knock for you. I will promote you, and I will make sure that you get your agenda across the finish line every step of the fucking way. Yo, my goat. No, come here. Yes. Look who it is, Chad. You know who he is. You know who it is. What's good, King?
The rich people, they're all leaving.
Yeah. Dude, 1 million. The Exodus is here, Chad. The Exodus.
All the people from Arkansas and Ohio and Long Island, they're all leaving New York.
Yeah. All the people from Tel Aviv.
Everyone from Tel Aviv is leaving New York.
Yeah, everyone from Uttar Pradesh.
Everyone that lives in Tel Aviv.
Everyone from Uttar Pradesh and Tel Aviv are leaving New York. At least that's what they tell me on Twitter. They're always complaining about what's going on.
4 minutes, right?
Wait, hold on 1 second. I have to.
4 minutes.
Okay. I can't do it right now.
Dude, you're gonna get swarmed. You're gonna get swarmed over there.
What? No. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
You guys just waited for like 10 minutes. Can you give me some quotes?
Oh yeah, I can give you quotes. 1 second.
When did you first learn about Zohran? That's the first one.
What is your question?
When did you first learn about Zohran?
When did I first learn about Zohran?
You want to move away from the speaker? We're right under it.
Yeah, sure. When did I first learn about Zohran? A bunch of my journalist friends put me on him. Said he was a cool dude.
Do you remember what month? Like this year?
Yeah. I wasn't like super familiar with. I wasn't super tapped into his politics as an assembly member, if that's what you're asking.
It was after he declared his run.
He was in the primary. Yeah, he was around like. I mean, he was at 1% at that point, but.
Okay. What did you think of him? What was your first read?
He's very handsome, very affable, very charismatic, and someone who very clearly is unafraid to speak out on his values.
And do you have any policy disagreements with him or places that...
Do I personally? We'll see. We'll see if he. We'll see if he can deliver on his promises. I think it's unhealthy to idolize any politician. I know a lot of politicians. I don't idolize any of them.
Is he your favorite right now, you would say? The one you trust the most?
I mean, I trust him quite a bit. Quite more than I do so far, the average Democrat or the average Republican especially. But like I said, it's all up to his performance going forward.
And how do you feel about the fact that he ran as a Democrat? Like,
I like it.
You like that? Show me why. Show me more.
Yeah, I don't care.
But ultimately, do you want him to run on the socialist ballot? Like,
I don't think there's a viable alternative. I think Republicans for years and years have called the Democrats socialist anyway. They've called them communists. So you might as well have, and Democrats have historically had, or independents that caucus with the Democrats have had historically socialist candidates. So I just want people to have a better go at it. I want the working class to have an easier go at it. It's been far too tough for far too long.
And stupid question, how do you identify? Is it as a democratic socialist or
how do I identify? I don't know. I say I'm a leftist, but people call me an anti-Semitic terrorist, a communist, Antifa, CEO of Antifa, numerous names.
How does it feel to be in this room right now?
So far, just a lot of media.
Yeah, 100%. Anyway, okay.
Yeah.
Say hi.
What's up, man?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right.
You're amazing. Love you. Can I get a picture?
Yeah, for sure.
Just wanted to thank you for the shout out over there. That was my story about the billionaires. You say they're going to leave.
Oh, that was your story?
It was my reporting.
Yeah, I don't think they're leaving.
We'll see.
Okay, be honest. You actually think the billionaires are going to leave?
I don't know. That's what Bill Ackman.
He ain't leaving. That motherfucker is not
the election.
I will say that they really
Is Zohran the president? Is he president of New York?
They really do.
That's good. That's crazy. They've spent more money than they would get taxed at this point. So that's so strange.
You get us radicalized.
Hell yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be a PhD without you.
Hell yeah.
Like,
Hell yeah.
watching you since I was like 15 years, like 15 years old, sophomore high school. Can I get a photo, bro?
Of course.
I'm out of court in Olivia at the Free Press.
Yeah, I know who you are.
Oh, okay.
I've seen your work on denying the Gaza famine.
Oh, how you doing?
Not how I
Hi.
was describing that piece, but you guys.
You did do that though.
Okay, well, anyway, I would love to profile you. You know who I am.
For the Free Press?
Fine.
You already have profiled me. You called me the handsome face of terror apologia. Not you, but your outlet did. Which, by the way, I did not have an issue with at all because they used a handsome photo, so it was cool.
Well, anyway.
I literally, I put that article on as one of my favorite articles anytime someone asks.
I love how familiar you are with the Free Press.
I'm a media demon. Of course I'm familiar with the Free Press. I do media.
Free presser?
No, I'm not a free presser. I do media criticism as a part of my job. So of course I'm familiar with the Free Press. What?
I just heard a lot of love for the Free Press right there.
Yeah, only for that one specific article. But
Okay, well anyway.
nice to meet you.
Okay.
How you doing?
Is that very like the people?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm Andy. I'm from an outlet you probably like a little more. What is Jazeera?
Oh my God! Finally.
Yeah. So
What's good?
what's your takeaway? I mean, the results aren't looking like it's going the way everyone expected.
It's very exciting. It's a very exciting moment in American history where people can just like hold on to a shred of hope for once when things are truly awful and repulsive.
Well, they might be going that way.
Did they call it?
You are a huge representative of the progressive movement. Obviously, this election is not happening in a silo. There are elections like this in Seattle and Albuquerque. We just had
Yes.
results in
Minneapolis as well with Omar Fate.
What do you think this means for the future of the progressive movement? Is it are people galvanized ahead of the?
I think the base of the Democratic Party has moved far beyond what the Democratic establishment represents. They want more from their candidacies. Zohran is only one example, and it's a very nationally prominent example, but I'm very excited to see what the future holds, because I do think that we should be running outspoken, bold, progressive candidates that center the working class in their politics and in their policy platform in an uncompromising manner, because that is the only way that we are going to be able to build a movement necessary to make sure that this country doesn't turn fascist.
I take some notes from you. And I appreciate it.
But it's mostly media that's fucking celebrating.
Listen, also, you know, one thing I love about you is you're funny.
Let's
and
get
you're
on the
really
mic, bro.
great at
It's
streaming,
so
but you're
low
also
already.
smart as hell.
Oh, thank you.
And one thing, no, but like, I know you're gonna understand this. I think that a lot of people on the left are sitting here, they're excited, they want to be excited, but they've been hurt by people who've run inside the party like this in the past. So I think that this is a moment to reflect on when the day after comes. What should people be doing once Zohran's elected to make sure his policies actually have a fighting chance? They can't just go home.
I mean, look, I will use my platform to speak truth to power and to ensure that whatever agenda he has, that is, as long as it's placing the working class first, I will be by his side. I will make sure that I will mobilize to ensure that we get it done. And that same promise goes for every single Democrat. If you place, it doesn't matter where your background is, if you have a working class first politics and you are willing to put yourself out there to fight for the working class all around the world, I will be there by your side. I will door knock for you. I will make sure that I mobilize for you, and we will get this done. We will get your agenda done.
What do you think it means that this guy ran as a socialist and anti-communism didn't work to stop him? That's big.
Yeah, I think we are in the heart of the imperial core. This is the country that defeated the USSR, unfortunately. And the reality of the matter is, there's a lot of antagonism. There's no class consciousness in the United States of America. It's one of the things that I try to address every day with my commentary. And I will say this, the conditions have deteriorated so much that everyday Americans, in spite of their lack of class consciousness, are finally arriving at the conclusion that perhaps there is an alternative out there. There is an alternative that focuses on them as opposed to the interests of the billionaires and the millionaires, as opposed to the interests of the capital owners. And I mean, you can't help but notice that. You can't help but feel at least a little bit of excitement around that.
And also the significance that he ran on a platform of opposing Israeli genocide.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Israel every day. It's Israel o'clock, and you don't get punished for saying Israel anymore. That's all I'm saying. Look, I was number 2. I lost to Candace Owens, who is kind of whatever when it comes to Jewish people. But like, I'm not anti-Semitic, and yet Jonathan Greenblatt, that bald, spent every fucking waking moment yelling about me instead of Nick Fuentes, bitch. What happened? All the Republicans you defended are now turning around and being like, maybe we should be anti-Semitic. What happened, Jonathan? That's all I'm gonna say. But also, more importantly than that, being honest about the unlimited violence that Israel has subjected Palestinian people to, Israel has subjected Lebanese people to, this is Syrian people to, like this is the people in Yemen, like this is important to be able to address truthfully. And I think that's the reason why you have so many people that lost their fucking mind. Shouts out to Deborah Messing. Hey Deborah, take your lithium, Deborah. You posted like 120 fucking Instagram stories. What now, Deborah Messing?
What about Michael Rappaport?
Oh my God. I want to see him so bad.
I hope he's here.
I want to see what he's up to.
I want to ask you one more thing, and then I think Katie wants to steal you. Hasan, and all like to be like, not to be a Debbie Downer. However, what about the issue with the NYPD and keeping Jessica Tisch on as commissioner? She's from a billionaire family who's very hostile.
I know.
What are we gonna do
I'm
about
definitely worried about that. I'm definitely worried about that, and we will hold Zohran to account as well. If Jessica Tisch doesn't at least promise to deliver on whatever agenda Zohran has. I don't know if it was just a mechanism of like winning the election, if he was trying to just do that, or if he genuinely has confidence in Jessica Tisha. I don't. Personally, I think she is a dynastic name in New York. I mean, her family name is on the side of NYU, you know what I mean? It's very difficult to trust people like that, especially if you are trying to do right by the working class. But we'll see. Maybe she's a class traitor. Maybe Jessica Tisha is actually a class traitor who is going to bring about the revolutionary core within the NYPD, and they're going to actually defend working class New Yorkers against the federal encroachment that is going to take place inevitably.
Well, there's that, and there's also, it makes me think about, like, if you take over a country, you gotta get the armed forces on your side.
I agree.
And you gotta put loyalists in place. She's not a loyalist. So I don't know what that's about. We'll have to wait and see. But lastly, Trump is coming for this city. What do they do? What do we do? I mean, how does this work out?
This city
Trump
is
gonna try to coup this city.
This city is robust. This city is massive. This is the heart of capitalism in many ways. He can try, but I do think that at the end of the day, it's going to come down to the people versus these corrupt, authoritarian monsters who try to enact the agenda of billionaires and millionaires. And I don't think he has the popular mandate at all. So I don't think he'll be able to successfully make any sort of change and even hurt the New Yorkers. I think it's important that we have someone who will be leading that charge and will be a fighter for everyday New Yorkers.
What's up? How are you?
Good, how are you? Excuse me. Oh my God.
This is insane.
The amount of anxiety that has been lifted off my shoulders, I was so worried. I was so worried.
I know the nerves are peaking from the call.
It felt like February in Nevada, where you're like, oh my God, is this happening? And then you're like, oh no.
Yeah, is it gonna happen?
Yeah, so I'm so glad. I'm so glad it happened. But listen, you know this better than anybody else. The job is only beginning.
Oh yeah, this is step one.
And look, people keep asking me like, what do you think? Oh, will he be able to get his agenda across? And I'm saying like, look, there are people like myself. We are ready to mobilize to make sure that we apply pressure where pressure is necessary in terms of showing up, in terms of being loud, in terms of making sure that people understand that there are uncompromising values here at play in terms of doing right by the working class. Like I think it's very important that he succeeds.
That's right.
So that, I mean, I know it makes your job a lot easier as well as mine to be able to tell for you, your colleagues, to be like, no, it works, right? Because this is something I talked to Rashida about as well, where I was like, are politicians just like cynical or are they stupid? Do they not see that these are like very popular policies?
Yeah, I mean, but we have to prove that we can overcome all of the special interests and all of the money that will pile in. I mean, it's one thing to say that these issues are popular with voters, but it's another thing to say that they are popular enough and strong enough that they can withstand billions of dollars in ads and in what
Oh, yeah.
we, put against you if you stand up for them. And so I think this moment is.
I feel like the think pieces are already, they're already starting. I can see it. Abigail Spanberger won, and they're gonna compare that, and that's great. Like I'm happy. Whenever a Democrat wins, like I'm the most lived up tonight that I will ever be. I don't want Republicans to win, and that is what a lot of my anxieties were with the campaign early on with Kamala Harris. Like that was what my frustration was, where it was like, you guys are taking a very risky gamble here, trying to lean into right-wing stuff.
Well, what Zohran did tonight is that there are races where Democrats won against Republicans, which is amazing and fantastic.
Yeah.
This was a race where he won against Republicans and he won against the most powerful of the Democratic Party. And so he did not just defeat one party, but he defeated the whole guard of two.
Yeah.
And he did it not in a L for Democrats, but he did it because this is what our future needs to be.
Look, I
If
tell.
people aren't going to let go, we have to take the reins.
Yeah, I tell people all the time, I'm like, listen, if you guys don't want to do this, we will claw it back and we will pull you kicking and screaming to make sure that you do right by the working class to make sure that we are effectively combating the growing fascist movement in this country, because it is a real, ever-present danger. And I don't think a lot of people who've grown far too comfortable in their position of power recognize the imminent threat that is the second Trump administration. And I think it's good. It's not good. It's not only good policy, it's good politics. And I think it's at the forefront of building a real working class movement that we are going to need if we want to oppose fascism every step of the way. All right, you got a lot. You got a lot of interviews. Good seeing you. Sharia law in every borough of New York. Yo, what happened? Hey, what happened? I thought that 9/11, Hassan loves 9/11. What happened? What happened? I thought that was a successful campaign strategy. What happened? Bitch. Andrew Cuomo, f you. Suck my dick, Andrew Cuomo. Pac-Man, Bill Smokes Crackman, f you. What an amazing moment.
Chat's popping off.
Chat, history is being made and you're getting to take part in it. You're getting to be here. Many of you probably also door knock, you canvas, and this is the fruits of your labor. It's me, the dipshit, the asshole drinking alcoholic beverages. All the fucking haters on like it suck my dick too. Oh my god, all the fucking slop tubers suck my dick. What's up, man?
Your head's not that small.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for saying the truth. You're a truth teller.
I said, hey Chad, good job canvassing, good job supporting like the grassroots work. Thank you for making this happen. Hello, Marge.
Oh, hi. Oh my god. Oh my god, you're live.
We're live.
With 80,000 people.
Hey.
The fucking young gunner, the Twitter bandit, still using it in the way that the platform is supposed to be used. Thank you. Yes, I am.
Italians have officially denounced Cuomo. I spoke with the Pope. He is no longer Italian. He is out. So we are looking to draft an Italian. Chat. Which Italian? I think Zohran, low-key. Like, Zohran is Italian.
Oh, he's
now.
fake as fuck. He was Curtis Leva. He told me. He straight up was Curtis Leva. He was like,
So I'm not gonna lie, I was at the Cuomo rally. But again, Italians only fuck with winners. When I saw the poll results, I was like, I can't.
He saw the fucking vote tabulation. He was like, I'm out.
I'm done. No, Italians win. That's what we do. So,
dude, this is great. It's a good time. This is a good experience to be a part of for fucking once. Yeah. How you feeling?
I wanted it to be more of like an up and down experience. I thought we were gonna get like a full 3-act night. I didn't think it was just gonna be immediate, you know?
Oh no, I'm happy. I was so worried. Yeah. Imagine they do exit polls and they're like, oh, it's because of the 9/11 stuff. I didn't vote for him. I would kill myself. I literally contemplated suicide.
Wait, someone said that they were gonna blow their brains out on TV if he...
No, I literally, that's me.
That was you.
Well, no, I didn't say it publicly, but I was thinking about killing myself if that happened.
Okay.
I didn't believe it, but there was a moment where I was like, damn, bro, this is like, it's too much.
Yeah, it felt too good to be true. We've just been hurt before.
We are not used to good things happening.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah, I know. Amazing. All right, what's up? You want a photo?
This campaign and this city is all of ours to shape. I also want to say something about field leads. All of our canvases, for those who don't know, all of our canvases have been led by volunteers we call field leads. Many of them are here. Most led a shift every week, and some led a shift every week.
I had gay sex with Adam Friedland earlier while you guys were doing this.
I gotta get to some sort of cocktail and do a shot.
New York, tonight you have delivered a mandate for change. A mandate for a new kind of politics. A mandate for a city we can afford. And a mandate for a government that delivers exactly that. shit.
Very, very beautiful speech. I'm not gonna lie. I can't even mince words. I think that was really good. I teared up a little bit there. That was fucking wild. Maybe I'm just too lived up. Maybe it's the 2 tequila shots, but goddamn. All right, here's the sun.
God damn, that was crazy.
That wasn't too bad. Yeah,
that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. I mean, it was definitely.
I think it was better because now we can get home.
Whew, okay. Yeah, we should end the stream here. All right, everybody.
It's up to you if you want.
I will be live tomorrow. I got to do a couple of interviews right now, late at night. But what a moment! I'm so fortunate to be able to share with you guys. I can't believe that all of you can say you played a role in this. Me and Marge, we played a role in history in the making, albeit a small one, marginal, very marginal. But even then, I can't believe that the next mayor of New York is going to be a socialist Muslim who's 34 years old. Yeah, I got his number.
Mayor of New York on speed dial.
I do have it. Let's see. He might be a fake guy. You know, he might be fake. He might be fake.
No.
He might be fake, friend.
He won't switch.
He won't switch up on the day one homies potentially.
On his day one.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if he's a real one and if he stays true to the day one homies. I just want to say, I was clinging on to dear life. Okay, things are so awful, but you gotta take any crumb of hope you can and just squeeze that rock. Hold on to it dearly and squeeze it for everything it's got, and you never know, because the reality of the matter is this could have been a dull race with boring vanilla candidates, and instead it turned into this almost universally consequential election. It feels like the entire world is focused on this New York mayoral race right now, because there's more consequential positions.
It's a mandate.
There were more consequent the mandate. The mandate. There were more consequential races that took place, like the governor's race in VA and New Jersey, and yet it felt like the entire world was paying attention to the New York mayoral race, and that's because of the unique stature and ideological predisposition of Zohran Mamdani and the incredible people back campaign that he put together. And I am so fortunate that I played any role in this whatsoever. And yeah, what a time to be alive, folks. It turns out, you know.